Hi guys, and welcome to episode 11 of Moving On Up on Football Manager 2017. So I thought that I would start today's episode with the one bit of information that I kind of missed off in the season review episode from last season, and that was the UEFA Champions League final. So we knew it was played between PSG and Manchester United, and it was Manchester United that actually won the game. So Manchester United were European champions. And also, last episode I mentioned the fact that Jean Toral had been called up to the England squad. Now unfortunately, he didn't play any games in the World Cup. He did play in two of the friendlies, so he played against Cameroon and Mexico. He scored a goal against Mexico, in fact, but he was an unused substitute in all of the World Cup games. England were knocked out in the quarterfinals, I think it was, by Spain, who actually went on to win the World Cup. And then our only other player that was at the World Cup representing Serbia was Uros Djurdjevic. He managed to play one game against Brazil in the group stages, got a 6.8 rating, and Serbia were actually knocked out in the group stages, so I guess the manager just wanted to give him a run out. So it has obviously been the summer transfer window. In fact, it still is the summer transfer window, and we haven't done that much business, but there has been quite a lot going out. So just going through this list, we've sent a few players out on loan. I'll not mention those, apart from maybe Eric Bolio, obviously the youngster who's going to turn into some sort of world beater. He's gone out on loan to Amiens. The other transfers that are permanent though, João Afonso, who is a centre-back who was never going to get his game with us, 28-year-old Portuguese centre-back, has gone to Toulouse for £700,000, which could rise up to £825,000. As I said, he wouldn't play, he wasn't playing, isn't going to play, would never have played for us, so I thought I might as well get rid and try and make a bit of money. Paul Bice, he has gone to Bournemouth for initial fee of £2.3 million, possibly going up to £3.2 million. He did play for us last season, but he is getting on a little bit, and I didn't see a space for him this year. We've got rid of our error-prone goalkeeper. Walter Benitez has gone to Fenerbahce for £400,000. That could rise up to £475,000. He just so many mistakes last season. I couldn't risk having him in the first team. And then Alexi Bassetti requested that he was able to speak to Toulouse when Toulouse came in with the offer. I think it was a non-negotiable offer of 1.3 million with a possibility of it rising to 1.8 million. So he's gone to Toulouse, and same with Valentin Isaric. He wanted to speak to Metz, so he's gone there for 3.5 million. Initial fee possibly rising to 4.7 million. Now, in terms of the incomings, so there's been 4 incomings. 2 of those are youth players. 2 of those are for the first team. This guy, Pierre-Louis Melou, is basically the guy that I got because I couldn't get Vitali on a permanent deal. So Vitali was wanting extortionate amounts of money, which I can't afford to pay him. So I just had a scout around, found Pierre-Louis Melou, and decided to sign him. Where did we sign him from? We signed him from Dijon. I don't even remember where we signed him from. For 1.1 million, which hopefully doesn't turn out to be that bad of a deal. I've just gone off his attribute screen there. You can see in terms of his attributes, he's got passing of 16, which is incredible. I think that might even be, it is better than Vitali. I think Vitali only had 14. He's got pretty good long shots as well. He's pretty well rounded. Hopefully he's going to be a good find like Juan Carlos was last season. Then there's 2 youth players. This is the first one, Lakis Bordavalis from Panetolikos, who I believe are Greek, for £16,000, so a bit of a bargain. He's already got passing and technique of 12. He's only 18 years old. Pretty good determination of 13, so hopefully he'll be able to improve all his attributes. You can see he's already started improving them, so that's a good sign. And the other youngster that we signed, not that young, he's 19 years old, Taylor Luvambo. We signed him from FC Nantes for £31,500 with a possibility of a rise into £54,000. He's already valued at more than that, and his attributes are looking pretty tasty too. Attacking left midfielder he is, so one of my formations this season does include wingers, so hopefully we can give him a bit of a run out in maybe the Cup or Europa League if we do well in the group stages. And the final signing that we made, I'll actually click on his screen, Hatem Ben Arfa. Now, I pretty much just got him in because it's Hatem Ben Arfa and I've heard of him. He was released by Paris Saint-Germain, so he was available on a free transfer. We picked him up. He's 31 years old. He's good backup for attacking centre midfield. He's going to be hopefully good in the Champions League because he's got not Champions League, I'm thinking ahead, in the Europa League because he's got experience of playing in the European competitions. So hopefully he can do the business for us. I'm not expecting too much, but just a bit of star power there really. Now for the results that we've had in the pre-season, we've played quite a few friendlies, so I'll just run down them. I'm not going to look at them in depth. So we beat DC United 3-1, Houston Dynamo 1-0, we lost 2-0 to Montreal Impact. That was our American tour. We went to, I think it was Miami. We were in Miami for a couple of weeks. So that would have been enjoyable. Nice tan, probably, hopefully. It wasn't raining. That would have been bad. Then we came back home and all of these friendlies were at home. So we drew 1-1 with Liverpool after going behind. We managed to beat 1860 Munich 2-0. We beat Roma 1-0. We beat Alessandria. Alessandria are the club that I managed in last year's game, and I never managed to get them higher in Serie B. But on this game, in my game, they are actually now in Serie A. They've had consecutive promotions which have put them there, so obviously I was doing something wrong last year. Friendly against Valencia, we lost 2-1. We beat Ruben Kazan 1-0, and we beat FC Porto 2-0. So all in all, pre-season, pretty good. Beating some quality teams there, that the type of teams that we may play against in the Europa League, which is what I wanted to do. I also obviously wanted to get fitness levels up, which is why there's so many friendlies. Now, today's episode is going to feature both legs of the Europa League third qualifying round. Yes, you heard that right, the third qualifying round. Now, there is a bit of a gripe I have with this. I'll just show you now. So you can see here, in Ligue 1's rules, the team in fourth position qualifies for the UEFA Europa League group stage. We finished fourth. So why are we not in the Europa League group stage? Why do we have to play this stupid third qualifying round against a team that hopefully we're going to absolutely smash, NK Osijek? I don't understand. If anyone has any idea, is it because of the cups? I mean, it surely can't be because of the cup, because that's kind of punishing you for winning a cup. If the fact that we won the Coupe de la Ligue means that we could only get third qualifying round football, then that's not really fair. So if anybody has any idea why that happened, am I just being stupid? Just let me know in the comments below. Please help me out. I do like to try and understand what's going on. It's a bit confusing. Okay, so this is the formation and lineup that we're going with for this match against NK Osijek in the Europa League. I keep on thinking it's the Champions League. I'm, like I said, getting way ahead of myself. But the formation that we're going with does use wingers. I did want to incorporate wingers into one of the formations we use this season. So we have a 4-1-4-1 defensive midfield wide formation. So the lineup looks like this. We've got Cardinal in goal, Emil Kraft at right back. I kind of want him to start becoming the starting right back. His contract status does say that he's a backup, but he's younger than Andrea. So I think he should be our starting right back this season. Boscagli and Chara Kurzawa are going to be our defensive partnership this season. So they're in central defence, and Greg Cunningham at left back. Defensive midfield, Cyprien, as always. Walter in the centre midfield. Our new signing, Pierre-Lise Melu, in the other centre midfield position. Eamon Barcock, our signing from January, has been incorporated into this. This formation is kind of just to fit him, in a way. He's there at attacking right midfield. Djurdjevic at attacking left midfield, and Eliuan as the poacher up front on his own. So just a quick look at our opponent's formation today. They're playing a 4-4-1-1 formation, and unsurprisingly, I don't know anybody in their starting lineup. So I'm going to say we're the favourites here. Go out there, give the fans performance to cheer for. Why did I do that? Every time I do that, I realise that they never react to that one. So I have faith. Mentioned in a press conference previous to the game that motivation might be an issue, so I'm hoping to motivate them so that it's not an issue, because we should be beating this team handily. First highlight of the game, and Cyprien wins the ball back for us, plays that back to Chara Kurzawa, who plays it nicely to his defensive partner Boscagli, out to Kraft, who's a bit inside the centre of the pitch for my liking. He should be a bit wider. Barcock with the ball on the right though, plays that to Lise Melu, the new signing. Can he do something? Nice run from him. He goes past one defender. Nice little back flick to Cyprien, who plays that central to Walter again. Now it's Lise Melu. Nice passing move. Can we get an end product? Djurdjevic with the ball. He shoots. Djurdjevic, what a finish. 1-0. Less than 5 minutes gone. Juris Djurdjevic from the inside forward position on the left-hand side finishes that beautifully. Let's take a look at the replay. The centre midfielders all passing it amongst themselves. Walter finds Djurdjevic with a touch out of his feet, and he just smashes that into the top right-hand corner of the goal. Chance for the other team. I've completely forgotten their name. Witzinger with the ball. Now it's Kreffel. There's some difficult names to pronounce, so bear with me. Kreffel looking for his teammate, but that's going to be intercepted by Djurdjevic. Djurdjevic can start a counter-attack now. It's Emil Kraft. What the hell is he doing in the striker position? Emil Kraft. Oh, well. So it's half time. We are definitely in charge of this one. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Bit disappointed with the performance of Eli Yuan and Eamon Barcock, especially considering I've made this formation pretty much entirely for him. Incidentally, I am training him at right back as well. You can see he can play at right wing back, but I think he'd be useful as a right back, so hopefully we can get him trained in that position. We're going to actually make a change. We're going to take off Eli Yuan, and we are going to bring on Clayton. We know he can score goals, so hopefully he does that. We might switch this to control as well, since we're in charge of the game so much. The good thing about being 1-0 up away from home is obviously away goals. So, I mean, I don't think they should come into it in this fixture. Because Olesiak, is that the name? They should be an easy opponent for us. And this highlight is going on a long time, this opening highlight of the second half. It's Clapham, plays that forward, but it's intercepted by Kraft, who had that awful shot earlier. And Barcock is on the attack now, down the right-hand side. He almost ran that out of play, but he plays it to Lys Melu. Lys Melu running forward now. Finds it in the box to Clayton. And it's 2-0. Straight from off the bench. Clayton scores, but it's offside. Burmeister with a free kick in his own half. Plays that left to Kreffel. We can hopefully get the ball back, because we don't really want to concede a goal. Vojnovic plays that out wide right to Grugic. And Grugic gets tackled by Cunningham, who launches that forward looking for Clayton. Clayton wins it in the air, but it's collected again by the Greek team's defence. Pusic with the ball, gives it to Vojnovic. Or Vojnovic, not sure how to say that one. Walter wins it back, now to Djurdjevic. Djurdjevic holds the ball up nicely. He's just moving forward slowly. Now he's sprinting a bit quicker. Djurdjevic, is he going to go alone? He is! Just wide from Uros Djurdjevic. It was a good run, an excellent run from him. Just about 25 minutes to go. Barcock is actually deteriorating in his performance today, so we're going to take him off and we'll bring on Hatem Ben Arfa. See what he can do for us today with 25 minutes left in this one against NK Osijek in the Europa League. Worrying signs, Pierre-Lys Melu, his conditioning has drastically gone down. I think he might have picked up a bit of a knock. We're not going to risk him being on the pitch any longer, so we'll bring on England international Jean Toral in centre midfield. Chance now for the Greek team. Boban has got the ball. Clayton wins it back though. I thought that might have been a foul and he was going to get sent off, but fortunately not. Clayton just taking it all himself. He shoots from long range. Oh, what a finish. Clayton, what a goal. 30 yards out. Clayton gets our second goal of the game. I wasn't expecting him to shoot, never mind score from there. Clayton just sprinting forward and decides to have a pop. From 30 yards, he just stops, controls and smashes it into the back of the net. The goalkeeper with no chance. 2-0, that's more of a comfortable margin. And one last chance maybe. Ben Arfa with the corner, crossed in, headed away. Walter's there, he nods that to Toral. Toral's there, but it's cleared and it's full time. And we've won 2-0 away from home in this first leg of the third qualifying round of the Europa League. That's a mouthful. Well done, lads. Good win for us. Djurdjevic with the man of the match for his goal, an 8.3 rating for him. Clayton got a goal as well, an 8.2 rating, almost got man of the match. Eamon Barcock and Eli Yuan probably won't play next game, simply because of their rating in this game. Okay, so here we are for the second leg, and we've made a few changes. So our new signing, Pierre-Lys Melu, I think was his name. He is out of the squad today. He's lacking in conditioning, so Jean Toral comes in to replace him. Juan Carlos comes in at attacking right midfield for Eamon Barcock, who performed poorly last time, and Clayton starts today's game as a reward for his goal in the last game. I'm going to say to the lads, I want them to pick up where they left off last time out, and that seems to have worked pretty well. So our opponents today are actually bottom of their league. I checked in between the games. They're bottom of the Serbian Super League after 4 games. So they failed to win a game all season. They haven't won a competitive game all season. So I don't know what's going on with them, but hopefully we can take advantage of that and secure our place in the group stage of the Europa League with a beautiful victory again today. First highlight of the game now. Toral with the ball in the centre of midfield. Plays it out left to our attacking left midfielder Djurdjevic, who tries to cut inside as much as possible. Clayton on the turn. Oh, it's off the bar. It's so difficult to commentate when you've got players that just pull shots like that out the backsides on occasion all the time. So half time in the second leg and it's 0-0. Not disastrously bad, but I mean, we haven't really performed that well, to be honest. We're still winning the tie, so I want to just try and encourage them to do a bit better, but I'll say I'm happy with the way things are going. Clayton, Djurdjevic and Carlos having poor games today. We'll see if we can switch to attacking and get a bit more going there. I'm not sure what the stats are looking like at the moment. See, we're still being out-possessed by them. That could be because I don't have the instruction to retain possession, which is what I normally do have, which is why we do normally have more possession in the game. I mean, it's not too bad because we are obviously winning, but I would like to win the second leg as well, just to make sure. Barisic with a throw-in for Olivsek. It's Petrovic, Radonic has got the ball. It's so difficult to read the names. I'm having to do it in slow motion. But we've got the ball back now, so I can pronounce all of our players' names. That's alright. Toral with the ball, plays it to Walter, his centre midfield partner. He plays it out wide left to Djurdjevic. He was going to sprint at the defence. Djurdjevic, still with the ball, plays it back towards Cyprian. Cyprian through to Toral. Toral with a nice pass to Juan Carlos. Are we going to get better performances from our attacking three this second half? Hopefully. But Toral loses out there to the defender and Ajupi has the ball. Ajupi moving forward, Buscagli, the centre-back, with an excellent tackle. Now it's Clayton. Possible chance for us. He's probably going to shoot. It's Clayton. Clayton shoots and it's saved by Zelinica. And I've let it get to about the 81st minute and I haven't made a change yet. That's a bit silly of me considering we have a league game against Bordeaux coming up in about 2 or 3 days' time. Well, Cyprian is currently lacking in conditioning, but I'm going to leave him on. We've got some poor performers in the form of Djurdjevic and Clayton. There's no one that can come on in Djurdjevic's place, so we're going to make a change for Clayton, and we'll bring on this guy, Paulin Puel. I think he was on loan at a different club last season, but he's done pretty well in pre-season. He's managed to score a goal or two, so let's see what he can do in less than 10 minutes against this Serbian side. Did I call them Greek before? I'm sure I called them Greek previously. I'm just lost. I think they're Serbian. Cyprian with the ball, and that's full time. I didn't even realise that it was the 90th minute. We've drawn 0-0 at home, and we go through thanks to our 2-goal lead from the first leg. And well done, lads. Good win. I was completely wrong. I've been calling them Greek, Serbian. They're actually Croatian. So when I said they were bottom of the Serbian Super League, I actually meant they are bottom of the Max TV Prva Hrvatska Nogometna Liga. And they've played 3 games, not 4. So I'm just lying it to you all of the time. Accidentally, of course. So an excellent win that puts us through to the playoff. Oh, I thought we were through directly to the group stage. So we have to play a playoff now. Brilliant. So here we are for the Europa League playoff draw. Apparently we've been seeded and we'll play against one of either Astra Giurgiu, Spartak Trnava or Futbolski Klub Voždovac. I always go for the automatic draw, then I realise how bored I get. So, drawn all teams, Nice will play against Astra Giurgiu of Romania in the playoff round. Now, has their season kicked off? Do we have it in? Yes, we do have it activated. It has kicked off. And they are currently bottom of their league as well. What's going on with the teams that have qualified for the Europa League in these Eastern European countries? Where did they finish last season? Finished 3rd last season. And they haven't started this season well at all. So the first leg's on the 23rd of August, a week before my birthday. That means the second leg must be on my birthday then. Indeed it is. So looking ahead to next episode, we will do the next round of the Europa League. Or we might do one of the Europa League games and a league game. But we'll do something like that. But that is it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know why I'm not in the group stage of the Europa League automatically, because that's still strange to me. Subscribe to my channel to get all my content when it comes out, and I'll see you next time.